Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to the town of Otter. It is Sunday, May 14th, just after 4 p.m., closer to 4:30 now. And it's Mother's Day in, of course, Animal Crossing and in real life. Obviously, if it's in real life, it's probably in Animal Crossing in your town too. It has been quite some time since I've recorded a journal, and it's actually been quite some time since I played as well. I hopped on last night to get music, but that was about all that I did. Um, this always happens in Animal Crossing. If I'm busy in life, like I just get on to do the things, and the town just turns a mess. There's items everywhere, and then I get a Saturday off or like a weekend or some whole evening where I sit down and play. Um, and as you can see in town, I did get that pitfall seed, which I do have one of those now. That was like a white king or something like that. But those were nothing crazy. Nothing's really changed in town. I mean, the few times I get on, it was just the basic daily activities, along with Mammoth Skull. I think we needed that. Yeah, my pockets are just an absolute wreck, and I'm just going to continue to make things a mess. Um, yeah, they're just going to put everything on the ground. We'll deal with this another time when I actually have time, because I don't have too much time at the moment to record this. And then I also need to hop on Missy's account to do the Mother's Day festivities. So I just realized, like the other day, that if you press the L button, it automatically grabs the item. Same with items in here. You can use the L to grab in place instead of having to do this. I didn't know that was a thing. I learned that by using the guidebook, which was kind of ridiculous. So it makes it even faster to navigate your inventory. Yeah, I think we definitely finished the mammoth now, which will be nice. I haven't donated anything in a while. It rained last night. I looked for the snail real quick, but nothing exciting happened. Tumbleweed. Why would I want to buy a tumbleweed? 8,250 points. Yeah, I got a letter from them telling me, if you use raffle items or rare items from events, that they get more points. Nothing big. And then a letter from Mom. It's kind of awkward. Instead of sending our mom a letter, she sent us one. My dear Mike, I'm always joyous on Mother's Day, regardless of whether you give me flowers or worms. Just so you remember, flowers, please. I must have given her the wrong stuff one year. Must have given her worms from the yard for Mother's Day. Alright, rolling in the bank though with the fossils every day and a few other things, so I've been able to buy a lot at the shop and do a bunch of stuff at the shop. By the way, a lot of these items are, okay, I did see Gulliver once to get a compass. I haven't even looked at that yet. Yeah, see, some of these items here are items I've been using the universal codes on. Yeah, I got through all the Nintendo items, then I was getting into some of the clothing items, and I'm going to talk about those in a different episode when I show off all of them. I think I have like 6 or 9 codes left. And then I haven't tested this out, but according to the guidebook, it's not actually... So I thought you could only do 3 codes a day, but it's actually you can only do 3 codes at a time, meaning if you do 3 codes and then you go back, you save and quit and reload the game, you can apparently get 3 more codes on that same day. It's just every time you log on, which I didn't know. So I think next time I'm going to try knocking out all of them whenever I get the time to do that, which I haven't had yet. So it is Mother's Day, so Tortimer should be hanging out here at the well, and there's no other festivities going on but just him. It's another one of those holidays without announcements or anything. He just kind of hangs out. I don't even believe the neighbors say anything about this holiday, unlike Spring Cleaning Day. Mike, did you know that today is Mother's Day? If not, I weep for your poor mom. You do something nice for your mom today, alright? And I'll give you something to remind you to call her. It's a lovely phone. Every time you look at it, you think of calling your dear mother. Yeah, you should probably get on that, Tortimer. So, excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. Talking in that raspy voice is making me cough. So the gift for today is a lovely phone. We'll go plop this in our humble abode. But it's nothing special. Actually, it kind of is special. Like in... I have to look, because the lovely phone and the lovely kitchen are like 2 items for the lovely series that match in the lovely series, but I'm not entirely sure that they're actually part of the original set. Oh yeah! Today's the day that our turnips rotted. They're now spoiled turnips because I bought them last Sunday. So we can catch ourselves an ant. Which means the snail is the only bug left that I need to catch. And speaking of which, I sold on like Monday, because I knew I was going to get a busy week and not be able to get on. I went ahead and sold the turnips for like 101 bells. So I basically made 1,000 bells in profit, I believe. Why would your uncle be Oh, I get it. I caught an ant, so my uncle will be happy because I caught. Yeah, okay, I'm not even gonna explain that. But I made 1,000 bells profit for the 100 that I sold because I bought them for 91, sold them for 101. You can obviously sell them for a lot more, but I didn't have time to see what was gonna happen, so I just went ahead and sold them as soon as I got them. Um, so yeah, that was a thing. Um, let's see. I have not edited any of the last episodes and all those episodes from those days off where I recorded everything else. I haven't. You've already seen them, but I haven't. So you know by seeing this episode that this episode is late. Um, I spent. I just worked like I worked basically 8 days in a row because the boss was gone and the other assistant was gone. So I worked 8 days alone by myself, which meant all of them were a minimum of 10-hour days. We had really busy days Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I worked like 11 to 12-hour days, and then Saturday I was also on the road in the morning at some community events. So my time was crazy. I was exhausted. And now I'm about to go leave for another week, basically until Friday. I'm going to be out of town on the other side of the state, which means no Animal Crossing at all because I'm not bringing this laptop with me. But it'll live because there's nothing exciting happening basically for the next week. This week's stuff that's in June will get ready to happen. And then, of course, June kicks off with a whole bunch of activities. But basically, there's this like next week and a half in May where nothing is really going to happen. But that's not too big of a deal. So yes, the lovely photos as mentioned. I have to look. I'm not sure if it's actually like one of the items of the 10 furniture items for the lovely set you needed to complete it. But I think it might just be in addition to that. But I'm not sure. So anyway, you click on it. It rings like a little old-fashioned phone, and it's the Dial a Psychic. And this goes with all of them, I think, in all the versions. You basically pick it up and it gives you a fortune. Your father would be ashamed. So you just click on it and it gives you like little sassy things, like little pieces of advice or whatever. It doesn't actually. I think in the future games, one of the versions, I feel like you'd actually call it and it would actually give you your fortune every single day, or if it was like good, bad, or whatever. It might have been Wild World or City Folk. I don't remember. But I don't remember. But this one, it literally just tells you little pieces of advice or just funny things. I thought in the other versions, different days of the week, it would say different things, but in this one, I think it just says them all. It really doesn't do much any purpose at all. So, yeah. So this is a lovely phone. You know, it's not a model. We'll get a model on Father's Day, but we just get the lovely phone on Mother's Day. So yeah, this is it really. We're going to save the rest of everything else to talk about, to show about, to do in town for another time. I'm about to not get on for like 5 days here. But it's okay, because we caught all the fish we can, and the only bug we need is the snail, and the rainy season's fast approaching, so not too worried about that. I'm going to hop on Mrs. Character, grab... Oh, you can find cockroaches. I knew that. I knew you could find them on that. You can find cockroaches on these, cockroaches on flowers, cockroaches on trees, cockroaches everywhere. Just looked kind of weird. But yeah, that's it for this short, brief, kind of sort of unexciting episode of Animal Crossing GameCube. The next holiday, I believe, since there's nothing Memorial Day, will be that fishing tournament. And of course, I will have at least one or two in between. That'll be just catch-up, cleanup, showing off the house, universal codes I did, all that good stuff, explaining that jazz, because some of those codes are relevant to the fishing tourney, and we're just about to kick that off. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya!